Hey guys, so another update. So excited. I have been doing a lot of research on other documentaries, and in doing so, I find contacts that I can then interview for the documentaries that I'm doing. If you want to see like the content that I look at, you can go to www.theindigenousdocumentary.com. There'll be a Facebook link. Click on that, and I just post a bunch of interesting documentaries that I feel have to do with Indigenous culture on that page. You can watch other documentaries. They have nothing to do with me, but they're interesting, and that's where I'm getting a lot of my contact information. Who am I going to interview, and so on and so forth. But it's also interesting content. If you're interested in the subject matter, you can go ahead and look there. Fascinating things. Some things are really new age woo-woo, and other things are like really, based on fact and information, and so. But it's interesting to say the least. The tax exempt status has been submitted to the lawyers. So now we're waiting for the lawyers to then take that information, fill out the application. It's a 50-page application. So I'm just giving them the business plan that I did, that I'm using for trying to get grants. And I took that business plan, I gave it to the lawyer. They're gonna fill out the application, and then supposedly 6 to 9 months from now, we're gonna get tax exempt status. So we'll see how that works out. I do have the business plan. I'm gonna be submitting to grants over the next few weeks, or actually the next year. Like anywhere I could find, I'm just submitting the business plan and seeing if we can get any funding, anything. If it all adds up, would be ideal. But again, we don't have the tax exempt status, and some of these companies want you to have that status before they donate to your project. Other ones are just donating to indie people, not necessarily a nonprofit or things of that nature. So we'll see what happens with that. If you guys have any information on how we can acquire more funding, or if you have, you can help, because there's fundraisers out there and people that do stuff like that, it would be greatly appreciated. I know a lot of people use a gala event, but since I'm going to be gone for a year, we won't be able to do that. But we do have 2 other people on the board that can help kind of put something like that together, where we can have a gala event, we sell tickets, and then the profit from those tickets and the profit from the auction then helps to fund the event, or the nonprofit. And we sell tables and different things of that nature. So I'm open to any and every possible type of fundraising that you guys can help me with, because you won't know until you ask, right? So I'm asking for help right now. If you guys know any way that I could attain more funding, I greatly appreciate it. I think I'm doing pretty well, but we're not hitting our goals. And because we just started literally like a couple of weeks ago, but I'm learning, and I want to take everything to the next level, and I'm willing to learn and pivot as we're growing. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Thank you so much for all of your attention and your donations. It's greatly appreciated. And we are also taking volunteers now, volunteers for service. We're looking for, if you're a lawyer and you want to volunteer, that would be awesome, because I'm paying so much money to these people. And I don't know, I just feel like I'm overpaying, because some people are like, oh, that only costs like $500 and they're charging me $1,500. But I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't know that I could do it by myself. And, so any help that you guys can offer is great. In addition to that, any virtual assistant services that you can offer, helping us email people, get the information, set up interviews, contact different companies for grants and things like that. Anything you guys can do to help, we're looking for volunteers. We're looking for any assistance that we can get, because one thing I've realized is we can't do it all by ourselves. We can try. We probably could do it all by ourselves, to be quite honest, because I have a really good team, but it's easier. It's easier when you have more people and everyone's contributing, and it's a community, and this is a community project. So thank you for your time. I know this is like an awkward cry for help, but it's so desperate. No, I'm kidding. It is a cry for help, because we're learning and we need help. We need to learn how to do this. So thank you.